Kim and Ray J broke up in 2006 but remained on good terms. And then later that year, rumors of a sex tape started coming out. And even if you don't want to watch the tape, you're probably super curious.
There was news of Kim's sex tape coming out before it even came out. She kept denying it.
Perez Hilton was the source of so many rumors, and social media spread the word.
There was Facebook, Twitter was very new.
Word starts spreading. Kim says, no, 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 there's no tape.
Everyone in the world knew about it.
Then it becomes clear that there is a tape, and Kim says, okay, it's not for public consumption.
Supposedly, it was an old sex tape, which even increased the value more.
With social media amplifying the message of the sex tape being out there, Kim Kardashian was on the road to being a star overnight.
I'm Kevin Blatt, and I'm the celebrity sex tape broker. Here I had been a marketing guy, a sales guy. I was selling penis enlargement pills back in the day. Ask me if they work.
Do they work?
They sell. I mean, look, we all like to make money. You know, did I think when I went to Ohio State University that I'm gonna major in public relations and celebrity sex tapes? No. Yeah, a fish doesn't know it needs water until you throw it out of the tank, right? I didn't know how badly I needed to be this guy until I started doing all the media interviews. And it wasn't until the New York Times, or I think Vanity Fair or somewhere, cited me as the celebrity sex tape broker that I sat there and I laughed and I went, how ludicrous is this? What a weird moniker this is, right? So every interview I would do, every place I would go, I'm just the P.T. Barnum of right? I wanted to be that ringleader who was gonna get people to call me if they had a sex tape. Kim became the biggest story. And here we are 20 years later, still talking about it. And for the most part, most of America's dumb. They believe everything that you tell them. And they should believe this, because I'm telling you the truth. When Ray J came and met with me about the sex tape, I didn't know who Ray J was. My friend had to explain to me that he was Snoop Dogg's cousin and Brandy Norwood's brother. And he said to me, you know, KB, Kim wants to release this for free. She wants to be bigger than Paris. I said, no, bro. You have to convince her to not release this for free, because there's millions of dollars at stake here. He goes, who's gonna give me the millions? I said, I'm gonna broker this deal. I'm gonna bring you over to Red Light District Video. He's the guy that I wanna put this out with, and he's gonna pay you at least $1 million up front. He goes, let's do it. I met with him at the Cheesecake Factory in Woodland Hills out here. After the meeting, Ray J and I shook hands. He got in his Lamborghini, he took off, and the friend that introduced me to him and I basically said, okay, we're gonna get a piece of the action and we're gonna make money on this. It wasn't until a couple of days later, when he was ducking my phone calls, that I found out that Kim told him, I'm really good friends with Joe Francis from Girls Gone Wild, and Joe Francis could help us out. He's best friends with the owner of Vivid. I ended up not getting a piece of that action. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But again, I'm okay with it, because I saw the original tape. And what I saw on that tape is not what was edited and put up.
Wow, what did you see?
I saw two people rolling on ecstasy, and one of them getting peed on in a bathtub.
Vivid Entertainment is a huge porn company, top of its game, really, especially once they got into the celebrity sex tape realm. That was kind of their bread and butter for a while.
A lot of people have been misinformed. They think it was a third party that sold the tape to Vivid. I'm a #1 New York Times bestselling author. I'm the first person in the world to ever release that the Kardashians actually were instrumental in selling the sex tape. In my book, Kardashian Dynasty, I was able to outline it all. And the one thing I learned was that Kim deliberately leaked the sex tape because she wanted to become famous.
I heard through the grapevine that Chris had come in and done the deal with Vivid. And Kim didn't want her name or signature on anything. believe it was just Kim's mom and Ray J that facilitated the deal.
There were intense negotiations because the Kardashians wanted a lot, and Vivid's not a company to give up a lot. They made it very exclusive. They made sure the security cameras were turned off. They brought in their own computer. They showed some rushes. It was sort of like a sizzle reel. But it wasn't that simple. There was a lot of nuts and bolts in the contract to iron out, and the lawyers had to go over it with a fine-tooth comb.
She had final cut, so they weren't gonna show themselves in a bad angle or anything that showed them having a fat ass or no boobs, whatever it was. They made it as complimentary as possible.
Everybody in New York wanted to see this sex tape. We'd heard about it.
I was curious. I think a lot of people were.
And then boom.
Paris Hilton found out about the sex tape.
Paris Hilton must have heard about it online.
Paris was really blindsided by all this. She didn't see it coming.
Paris was a victim of a leaked celebrity sex tape without her consent.
For Paris, it was probably re-traumatizing just to watch Kim go through it.
Nobody wants to be looked at as just a two-dimensional body. It takes everything away from you.
Yikes, how were we so wrong?